All right, well, we'll go ahead and get started so that we can make sure to get into the training content on time. Welcome, and thanks for joining us at the JADE 2018 Transfer of Information. Of course, it's happening in the year 2019, just so the signage could be extra confusing. But we will be covering a training on JADE 2018, which, as I'm sure you know, is the latest version of JADE. And it was released at the end of 2018, so I think right around December of last year. My name is Ashley Bass, and I'm a senior product manager at JADE. So I have responsibility for the JADE platform as well as some of the other products that, that JADE has out in the market. And before we jump into the training content, I'll just do a quick introduction on some of the things that we're working on internally. And before we jump into that, housekeeping items. So we do have an important change to our agenda. It's actually not a change to content, but it's a change to location. So we'll keep our lunch here from 12:30 to 1:30. So we'll do our training in the morning. We'll have a morning tea break at 10:30 with coffee and snacks. And then we're going to actually do our workshops here. We had originally planned to do them over at the JADE offices, but we decided that this space will work better. So if you signed up to participate in our workshops on source management and our architecture workshop this afternoon, then you'll actually be staying here for that. And then we'll walk back over to JADE for drinks and nibbles at around 4 o'clock this afternoon if you want to stay for drinks. So. All right, so we'll just jump right into it. Just before we go into the JADE 2018 content, I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that we're doing at JADE to update and enhance our practices. And these are all things that relate to how we develop and deliver new versions of the software to you. So first and foremost is just a quick overview of our guiding principles. So firstly, we always want to make it easier for people to program computers. That's been the mission of JADE for a long time. And specifically what this means is that we want to update the software to make it easier for you to meet the evolving needs of your products and your business. The second box is partly how do we do this, right? So we want to listen to our customers. Hopefully you know about our ideas forums. Today is another opportunity. Our user groups are an opportunity for you to give us feedback, talk about what you need to see in the product, and have discussions with us about how you're using JADE out in your businesses so we can continue to enhance it. And we do also look to pay attention to trends out in the market as well. We want to understand where the industry is going so that we can invest in new capabilities that complement your future endeavors and help integrate JADE with the rest of your technology stack and the work that you're doing. And last but not least, we're also investing in our own team and in your teams. So in our own team, we're reinvigorating the team with new graduates and new hires, as well as our experienced long-term JADE experts and architects. And so we're investing in our own team, but we're also looking to do things like the TOI, releasing new training content. We've got some JADE developers courses coming up. So those are investments in your teams as well to make sure you have the latest and greatest information available to you. On that note, I'll pause and just ask the people who are part of the JADE development team, so the JADE plant, to stand up or put your hand up. Some of these people will be delivering the training today. But feel free to interact with us in other ways throughout the day, during breaks and lunch. And I know John Richards would like to introduce a couple people who will be speaking through the day.
Yep, certainly. So for those of you who are here at the 2016 TOI, you had to listen to me most of the day, which was a bit unpleasant for you. So today we've got 3 young people doing the presenting. We've got Tim, who's going to do the bulk of the work at the back. Tim's also going to be running the JADE courses going forward. And then at the end here we've got Matt, and down the end Luke, and they're going to be doing the rest of the presentations. And the 2 likely culprits in the middle is Anthony and Hugh, who you probably all know, and they're going to be running the workshops this afternoon. Cool. Thank you very much.
Cool, thanks. Right, and Shana just reminded me, we do have a handheld mic we can use for questions and ancillary speakers. Okay, so one of the things that we have done at JADE over the last few months, probably since the last TOI, was to look at upgrading some of the systems that we use internally. So upgrading our own tool set. So we have moved our internal source control to Git in order to take advantage of the features in Git, but also align ourselves with the product direction that we're taking when it comes to source management and source control. And then we've also transitioned from using Parsys as an internal tool to manage our development process to using Jira for development task management. And hopefully you're aware that we launched a new JADE forum I don't know, maybe a month ago now, and this is on the AHA platform, and it integrates with Jira. So we've done some work just to update and upgrade our own tool set and our own internal practices. And one of the things that we'll be covering today are a number of features that you suggested that made their way into JADE 2018. And we are continuing to look at the JADE forum, and currently we have 11 suggested features that will make their way into the next release of JADE, JADE 2020, and there are 47 more of them on the plan, and then we'll continue to do that regular review of your ideas and keep those things up to date. So don't forget to interact with us through that forum if you're interested in nominating, voting, and commenting on new feature ideas. And so going forward from JADE 2018 to JADE 2020, we will continue to focus on your feature requests. And then also we're looking to add new capabilities to the product around these themes. If you were at our user group, you would have seen like an early look into our roadmap. We will start communicating with you more and more over the rest of this year about what we have planned for the roadmap. Our workshops this afternoon are a great opportunity for us to get input from you to help with design and decisions about what we'll build into JADE 2020. But in general, we focus on these key themes, so making it easier for you to integrate with your tech stack, giving you a better user experience, allowing you to create a better user experience for your end users of JADE, helping to make developers more productive, making deployment easier. Of course, always performance and security are really important as we think about enhancing and augmenting the JADE software going forward. So any feedback on these, let us know. And of course, please, if you're attending the workshops this afternoon, know that that's something that we're doing to help set us up for delivering the right thing going forward.